Hi there folks, and welcome back to another Quarantine Trivia Short Round. My name's Sean, I'll be your quiz host as usual. I hope you're still enjoying these short rounds. If you've got any comments or any feedback, or if you want any particular rounds to have or any topics to have a round done on, please feel free to drop me a comment below. Moving on though, we'll get on. This round is going to be 80s music, so we'll get started. So question number one, hopefully a nice easy one to start with. What year was Live Aid? Okay, what year was Live Aid? This was one of the biggest broadcasts ever, watched by nearly 1.9 billion people around the globe, or put it another way, that was nearly 40% of the global population. So, simple question, what year did that happen? Okay, question number two. Which AC/DC album was the first to feature new vocalist Brian Johnson? Okay, so this was following on from the death of Bon Scott. What was the AC/DC album that first had Brian Johnson as the vocalist? Okay, question number three. Which famous actor was waiting for Bananarama in 1984? Okay. Which famous actor was waiting for Bananarama in 1984? Question number four. Here we go. So, how old were George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley when they wrote Careless Whisper? Were they 17? Were they 19 or were they 22? Okay, so George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley obviously going on to form Wham, but how old were they when they initially wrote Careless Whisper? 17, 19 or 22? Okay, question number five. Which iconic Simple Minds song plays during the opening and closing credits of classic 80s movie The Breakfast Club? Okay, so again, which iconic Simple Minds song plays during the opening and closing credits of classic 1980s movie The Breakfast Club? So the very famous closing scene there with Judd Nelson walking away with his hand up like that and it freezes. But what song was playing? Okay. Question number six. Name the song with the lyrics, "It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do." Okay? So, again, it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. So, what song has those lyrics? Okay, so very famous song. Hopefully a nice easy one for you there. Okay, question number seven. Which 1984 hit gave Tina Turner her only US chart number one? Okay, so surprisingly, with the amount of great songs that she did, she only ever had one US chart number one single. Which one was it? Okay. Question number eight. What was the first single released from Michael Jackson's worldwide number one album, Thriller? Okay, so huge album this. What was the first single from Thriller? Okay. Question number nine. Which Duran Duran song opened with a sample of laughter from the keyboardist's girlfriend? Was it Rio? Was it Girls on Film? Or was it Hungry Like the Wolf? Okay, so just as the song's opening, the first couple of seconds, there's just a little bit of laughter played, and it's the keyboardist's girlfriend. So again, which song was that from by Duran Duran? Was it Rio? Was it Girls on Film? Or was it Hungry Like the Wolf? Okay, and question number 10. Which 1981 song by Journey failed to crack the UK Top 40 on release, but then reached number 6 in 2009? Okay, so very popular Journey song these days, but in 1981 on its release it failed to make a mark on the UK charts. Obviously something happened in 2009 which made it popular again and made it reach number 6 in the charts. So which song was it? Okay, so that is the end of the questions. If you need to take any more time, feel free to pause the video or go back and rewind and go over the questions again. In the meantime though, if you are ready, we will move on to the answers. So just before I go through the answers though, I like to mention in my videos, up at the top left there's a URL called kidsneededucation.org. That is for a charity here in Phnom Penh in Cambodia. It is the only free primary school in the entire city of Phnom Penh. Basically it's a country that is very, very poor, yet the schools here are all fee paying and a lot of people can't afford to send them. So this school is run by the Alcow Foundation here and provides everything for the children. It's a very good cause. If you find that you have maybe an extra £1 or £2 in your pocket, or $1 or $2, whatever your local currency is, just through not travelling to work or not going out socialising, going to the pub, going to the cinema or anything like that, it would be very much appreciated if you were able to make it even just a very small donation. It's all goes a long way here. The other thing you'll see, the other URL is quarantinetrivia.seanholroyd.com. That is the URL for the website for the quiz here. So you'll find all the old quizzes, the full length ones, the short rounds, all sorts of bits and pieces there. So obviously check us out, and if you want to find us on social media, we're on Facebook at facebook.com/quarantinetriv, and we are on YouTube, as probably where you're watching the video. So please give our YouTube channel a subscribe, give the video a like. All goes a long way in helping us to provide more content. So anyway, we'll move on to the answers now after we've gone through that spiel. So question number 1, what year was Live Aid? Well, that was 1985. Okay, so Live Aid was done to help raise money for the Ethiopian famine that was going on at the time. So, question number 2, which AC/DC album was the first to feature new vocalist Brian Johnson following the death of Bon Scott? That was Back in Black. Brilliant album. Brilliant. Question number 3, which famous actor was waiting for Bananarama in 1984? That was Robert De Niro. He had a song called Robert De Niro is Waiting. Okay. Question number 4, how old were George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley when they wrote Careless Whisper? Was it 17, 19 or 22? Well, they were just 17 when they wrote that classic song. Okay. Question number 5, which iconic Simple Minds song plays during the opening and closing credits of The Breakfast Club? That is Don't You Forget About Me. Hope you all got that. If you haven't seen the film, go out and watch it. It's one of these sort of cultural classics. Great film. Question number 6. Name the song with the lyrics, "It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do." That is, of course, Africa by Toto, which to this day is still one of the most streamed songs on Spotify, one of the most played songs on YouTube. Even after all these decades, massive hit. Question number 7, which 1984 hit gave Tina Turner her only US chart number 1? That was What's Love Got to Do With It? That was her only US number 1. Surprising. Question number 8, what was the first single released from Michael Jackson's worldwide number 1 album Thriller? That was The Girl Is Mine. Okay. And question number 9, which Duran Duran song opened with a sample of laughter from the keyboardist's girlfriend? Was it Rio, Girls on Film, or Hungry Like the Wolf? It was Hungry Like the Wolf. Okay. Question number 10, which 1981 song by Journey failed to crack the UK top 40 on release, but then reached number 6 in 2009? That was Don't Stop Believing. So in 2009, it was used in the opening episode of the TV show Glee, which was hugely popular. I think they sang it quite regularly during the series as well. So that's what repopularised it and put it back into the charts at the time. Okay, so that is the end of the quiz. Thank you very much for taking part. As I said before, please like, follow, share and subscribe. It helps us know that you're enjoying the quizzes, and we'll know to make more quizzes for you. As I say, you can find us on facebook.com/quarantinetriv and at quarantinetrivia.seanholroyd.com, as well as here on YouTube. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.